guys, welcome to Farah Show. My name is Farah Guerrier. I am your host of Farah Show. It is a pleasure that you join us for another episode of Farah Show. For a lot of consumers, they feel that the bank is actually draining their savings or checking account with different fees. They end up either closing out the bank account, move to another bank. They all hoping to find a bank that will offer no fees. Unfortunately, you start asking yourself the question, is this the right solution? What you need to understand or what you need to know about having money in the bank, the institution where you actually putting your savings account, where you actually depositing your checking account or whatever investment that you do in there, they generate income from the different products that they offer you. They have three main type of products and services that they offer their consumers. They have deposits, they have investments, and they have credit cards. They have credit, which include credit cards, but it goes beyond that. For instance, they have loans, that's part of credit. However, those services that they provide on the retail platform it's a little different than what they do on the commercial platform with commercial bank or on the investment platform. Let me tell you a little about the services that they do offer, what that means exactly. The services on the retail platform. They offer regular accounts such as your checking account, savings account. They provide overdraft protection. They provide CDs. You could actually apply for a credit card. You could have a safe deposit box if you need to store your precious stones and stuff like that, or important documents. You could actually rent a safe deposit box at the branch where you could actually put those documents. They also offer personal loans if you need to take a small loan to fix the house up or something like that. They offer those loans. Some of those branches, or should I say some of those retail banks, will even do loans, mortgage loans. Not every branch, not every of those retail banks do offer mortgages. You might have to go to a commercial bank to do so. However, some of the community banks do mortgages. Since we are addressing fees, so I think we should stick to the deposit portion of the products that the banks offer. All accounts has specific guidelines, and it all depends of which bank is servicing you. If this is a retail bank or if this is a credit union bank. Now the difference between those two, between the credit union bank and the community bank, which is considered as a retail bank, all community banks are considered as retail bank. The difference between those two, to be part of a credit union, you have to be a member. How you become a member, certain associations, certain jobs that you do, certain affiliation that you have, they offer that service. Once you become a member of that credit union, then you could actually use their benefit. The difference between those two companies, whether it's a credit union or a retail bank, they actually offer the same services. They offer the same checking account, CDs, safe deposit box, overdraft protection, personal loan, and mortgages. Some of them do. The difference is maybe the interest rate might be a little lower on a loan or on a credit, or the fees for the monthly fees that you pay, it might be a little lower than a retail. The reason why is just because the credit unions are actually owned by the member, and they service and they operate for their members. Understand that some of the services are free, but not all of them are. The way to beat the system when it comes to fee is to change your behavior in order for you to avoid those fees. Let's look at some of the fees and assess how you could actually avoid those fees. Let's take, for instance, monthly service fees. Both of those institutions, whether it's going to be a retail banking or if it's a credit union, they offer different type of products as far as depository, whether you're opening a checking account or saving account. They sometimes offer a free checking account, but with the checking account, they ask you to come up with them to have a minimum balance in the account or to have a direct deposit into the account or pay bills out of that account. They might ask you to do a certain transaction or to debit out of that account in order to keep that account free. Now, when you look at the monthly service charges, and they run anywhere between $10 and $15 a month, if the bank is willing to waive those fees to keep a minimum balance, whether it's in the checking account or in the savings account, some will say to keep a minimum balance in a combined balance in those two accounts in order for you to get it free. This is another way where you could actually avoid those fees. Another thing that you could avoid fees for is the overdraft. The overdraft can run you anywhere between $35 to $50 a pop. Every time you bounce a check or every time your account is overdrawn, some bank will charge you anywhere between $35 to $50 per transaction, depending which bank it is. Now, the best way for you to avoid those fees is for you to apply for an overdraft protection line, and when the check comes in, if there's not sufficient amount in your checking account, they will actually take money from that line of credit and move it into your checking account, pay that check, and you will not get a fee. Now, of course, you have to pay back the line where you actually overdrawn the money, but still, you have that protection somewhere where you don't have to bounce a check. The other thing that another another fee that you could avoid is a transaction fee. You could avoid transaction fee by using online access. Every bank these days is actually providing some type of online access where you don't have to write checks anymore, or you don't have to do withdrawals directly anymore. You don't, years ago, bank used to charge you per check. Some banks still do. Every check you write, they charge you for that check, for processing that check. Why do that when you could go online, set up an online payment? It's free of charge. You don't get charged for the transaction. You don't get charged for a check because you're not writing a check. And the money is going directly to the vendor that you want that money to go to. ATM fees is another thing. A lot of people is occurring fees through ATM because they're using ATM just basically everywhere. Most banks have agreement with other ATM carrier. You need to look on the website to see where, besides your own bank, where else can you go to an ATM without getting charged for the fees. All those information are online on the website for your bank. They will tell you, even when you Google it, they will tell you exactly what other places you could use. For instance, I'll give you a great example. Citibank is one of the company that has an agreement with Walgreens. If you need a Citibank ATM, there's no Citibank around you. You could Google where the nearest Walgreens, and you go to a Walgreens, there would be an ATM for Citibank, and you could actually withdraw the money. Keep in mind, small bank or credit union might offer less fees, but they still have fees. They still gonna charge you some type of fee because that's how they make their money. That's how they generate revenue. Overall, all bank charge fees. Your best bet is to change your behavior. Use online banking. You have access 24/7 to your money. I don't know why you don't use it. But take a look at all the different options and you understand what needs to be changed, what other things that they're offering. Because the bank, not only they are charging you for those fees, but yet they're giving you solutions as well on how to avoid those fees. I hope this information was helpful. Thank you for watching Farah Show. Until next time. Thank you.